Texas Democrats have been unified all summer in their fight to stop a GOP-led voting bill, but some are calling out their colleagues for returning to the state capitol after that long absence to break quorum. NewsNation's Maggie Glenn from our Austin station KXAN joining us live. Maggie, we know you were there last night when they finally gave in, finally hit that number for quorum. So is this a surprise, or at this point were we kind of expecting this?
Well, Nicole, we knew that it was going to be happening at some point this week. We just didn't know when. There were lots of rumors flying around at the beginning of the week about different Democrats that were still holding out, that were thinking about returning to the Capitol. But it wasn't until late yesterday afternoon when we got a press release from 3 Houston Democrats who officially announced they would be returning to the Capitol. And that's when it really became more of a possibility. And that's when everyone kind of flooded to the Capitol and had a sense of a chance of quorum for the first time in 38 days. And the Democrats that are still holding out, that are still refusing to go to the Capitol right now, they were extremely vocal about their anger and their frustration with their colleagues. They said they were not informed on a caucus call that happened just about 2 hours before quorum was actually met. So they were just frustrated with the lack of communication, and it kind of shows just a lack of unity among Democrats in Texas right now.
All right, so lack of unity, some frustration there, 38 days since quorum. So, Maggie, what happens now, and how much longer do these lawmakers even have in the special session to try to pass some legislation?
Right. Well, once they gavelled in last night, it was actually pretty uneventful because all they did was read through a list of first readings of proposed bills and then referred those bills to committee. And then they gavelled out and won't be returning to the House floor until Monday. Now, there will be some committee hearings over the weekend, and the elections bill that actually caused the Democrats to flee and to break quorum to start with will be heard on Monday morning from the Capitol.
And Maggie, we know that there was a threat of arrests. There were 52 civil arrest warrants issued over a week ago, and we know you were the only reporter there as that paperwork was delivered. So how does a civil arrest even work?
So it was interesting to watch it play out because it's really only happened here in Texas 2 other times in history. And so these arrest warrants were officially served to the offices of the absent Democratic members, but it really didn't end up being that eventful. The paper was simply slipped under a door or handed to a staff member of the missing Democrat. And then they were given permission to actually go and physically arrest these Democrats, but they wouldn't be taking them to jail. They would have just been taking them back to the Capitol. But we didn't see that happen. And now that that they do have quorum, the Speaker of the House actually rescinded those civil arrest warrants. And so we won't be seeing any actual arrests going forward.